It is time to deep down into Forsaken lore. Game theorists make a video about it. It's just a theory, a game theory. We all love lore. Let's check this out. The lore of Roblox Forsaken solved. Let's see what we got right there. Let me also enable subtitles for you, boys and girls. Let's go.
One of these characters is the key to all the lore inside Roblox Forsaken. It could be you. Oh, no, you're dead. So I guess that means
There's a lot of characters here.
You're dead too. What about you? Quickly, start the episode so we don't lose the actual answer.
Game
Hello,
theory.
Internet. Welcome to Game Theory, the show that isn't rolling in Robux, but it is rolling in lore. And we got another big one here for you today, folks. After our video on the Roblox game Dandy's World, our subreddit was flooded with other Roblox game suggestions that I should take a look at. And
Yeah, let me know if you want me to check out also other videos they got, because they got more videos about some lore in games on Roblox, so let me know. Yeah, I recently played Forsaken and I can agree this game 100% has a lot of lore. So let's go, let's explore it.
so after several hours of filtering through all of your suggestions, which I'm actually really thankful for, by the way, there was one game that kept coming up again and again, and it definitely piqued my interest. Forsaken.
No wonder why. It's actually interesting game.
And it is a smorgasbord of who's who in Roblox history. On the killer side, you have both real Roblox hackers like Cool Kid and rumored hackers like John Doe and 1x1x1x1. And on the survivors team, you've got guys like Builderman, who is actually David Baszucki, the creator of Roblox. You have Shadletsky, a well-known Roblox admin, and Elliot, who is the mascot for a Roblox game work at the Pizza Place, one of the first and most popular Roblox games. The survivor's goal is to run around the map, avoiding the killer until time runs out. And the killer's goal, well, you could probably figure out what their goal is. As a survivor, you can take time off the clock by playing little mini games that at first
Oh yeah,
like
that's
simple
true.
mobile games, but believe me, when you're under the pressure of trying to finish it before a killer comes and gets you, it's a whole other kettle of fish. Try it for yourselves.
Yeah, that actually looks easy, but when you solving this and killers gets you, oh, it's not that easy. Like, you gotta escape quickly if you want to survive and finish the job.
Goes here, this goes here. Just one more puzzle piece and we can get out of here. Quick, click the subscribe button before the creepy, ugly killer gets
Yeah, you can
us.
like and spike button there,
3,
subscribe.
2, 1.
I'm gonna be really appreciate that.
Nice
Also,
work.
thank you all so much for 700 subscribers. We hit it recently. Love you all so much, boys and girls. You are the best. Thanks for the support. Let's back to the video. Let's go back.
Just got to run! But with all of that said, I'm sure many of you are seeing this and making connections between Forsaken and another very popular multiplayer survival game. One where an entity pulls in
Dead by
serial
Daylight?
killers from other horror franchises and sends them in to kill the survivors. Dead by Daylight. You might even be arguing that it's a complete ripoff, but if you did, you'd be missing the most interesting part.
So I
In the
guess
lobby
that's
area,
right.
If you talk to one of the NPCs about what game you'd like to play, you
Oh,
can
it's
choose the
different,
answer
it's
work
different.
at the pizza place.
I never
And
played
when you do, he brings up
Dead
this
by Daylight, but I saw
error
some
code
videos and it's
which
different.
sounds
Forsaken
odd,
is
but
different.
I guess that's just what happens when you bother an NPC enough times. However, the more I looked around, the more I realized that this wasn't just a copycat Roblox game. This was an ARG, and it not only spans this game,
What
but
that
a
means?
bunch of Roblox profiles, secret games, and other games that at first
What does that mean?
even seem
It's a shortcut probably for
Oh,
like game
must
with
be
a lot of
impressed.
lore,
I'm so proud.
secrets
And
in
all
it.
of this is to tell us a story about what happens when a person pursues power over everything else. Grab a slice of Elliot's Pizza Theorists, because we're gonna need all the help we can get solving the lore of Forsaken. As I've mentioned, all of this starts with the weird error code from one of the NPCs in the lobby. But that isn't the only weird detail in this
Error
lobby.
code
In the upper room of the
D8.
cabin, there is a TV. Clicking on it will reveal the message: your TV has shut down unexpectedly. Error code A2, forced shutdown. Why is an old school TV giving me a shutdown message?
This
isn't
definitively
something
means
you can get
something.
from a computer. If a TV like this shut down unexpectedly, it would just shut down, which tells us it's important. And would you take a look at that code it's given us? A2. It's a similar format to our previous code of D8. Something puzzling this way comes, methinks.
Yo.
So let's keep searching. Except there doesn't really appear to be any other codes in the lobby. The only
I wonder how much time they're spending to figure all of this out. Like, I played this game for a while, like for a little time on stream, and I only saw few secrets, I think. So I wonder how much time it takes to figure out this whole lore. They also got Dress to Impress video, so yeah, let me know if you want me to react, maybe even a couple of videos. So leave a like, subscribe if you want me to react at Dress to Impress lore.
The thing I can see is this photo of the number 4 in one of the other cabins. Feels like a weird, possibly important detail, especially with the NPC standing over it claiming to be investigating it. But it
Oh, I saw
doesn't fit
him.
our letter and number format. And outside of that, there just doesn't seem to be any other codes written down. Wait, that lantern, the one that's flickering in the
Bro,
distance, is that
Morse
flickering
code?
just to fit the horror aesthetic, or is it Morse code?
It's like from this one Roblox event, Ready Player 1 or Ready Player 2, that was including Morse code
That
2.
translates to C1, just like all the other codes we've found.
It's
Okay,
hard to
we
figure
have
out, like,
three
I'm not good at
main
solving
codes.
Morse
Now,
code.
well, fortunately, there is a tape recorder next to the lantern that has a very important message for us. Escape this realm and take to heart the things you've learned from every part. In a club unknown, where secrets are sown, recite your tale in the depths alone. So, we need to take these codes and leave this realm. But you can't leave the lobby. There's no other room to go to, unless escaping this realm means leaving Forsaken entirely. In which case, we
Wait. So you're telling me they collaborating with other games and put also lore in other games? Yo, it's deep, man. It's actually deep.
we go next. And what it means
Even
by
deeper than I
club
thought.
unknown. Taking a page out of another Roblox ARG we've covered on this channel, Dress to Impress, let's check out the creators of Forsaken and see if they have any other games under their belts. One of the devs is called Soul Driven Love, and lo and behold, they made
Interesting.
another game called Buckshot Frenzy. Basically, a Roblox version of Buckshot Roulette.
Okay.
I'm beginning to see a pattern here. Regardless, we've actually talked about Buckshot Roulette on this channel before too, and it takes place in a nightclub, with the description of this game matching that, saying, "Step into the shadowy depths of a club non-liable." This is almost certainly the club unknown.
Sorry if I'm not talking too much, but I'm actually focusing on this. I wanna
suspicions are met with
see what's going on there, and I don't wanna miss anything.
In a 2x2 grid with faint writing of the letters.
It's so
C, A,
interesting.
D, and question mark. Just
No
like
way.
the codes we found in Forsaken.
No way.
A2 and D8. That question mark may even be where the 4 painting we saw comes in. It didn't seem to fit with the format, but it's the only other code we've got, so we might as well try. If you click on each painting the corresponding amount of times to their number, click A2 times, C1 times, D8 times, and the question mark painting 4 times, nothing happens. Until I clicked the small plaque
Yo.
underneath the paintings, and doing that revealed a secret path. Secret tunnel! Secret tunnel! At the end of the hallway,
Secret
is a door.
tunnel.
When we knock, we get a message. A really, really long message. I imagine it's important though, so I am gonna read all of it. But editor, we should probably crank up the speed a bit to get through it all in good time. Thank you. How did you get here? Are the rumors really true? You're treading on treacherous ground by digging this deep. It is not my place to judge your choices. My purpose is to simply help you find what you seek, no matter how foolish that.
Oh,
may
it
be.
definitely takes a lot of time to explore this whole lore.
Wanted me to see. Something that forced it to put me in this unique kind of eternal hell. I would give that something to you so that you could have a chance of ending this madness. As expected, it took back what was stolen. Yet, as it pulled me into this prison, I caught a glimpse of how it warped the world around it, altering the very fabric of reality. It is not just the environment it changes, but also you. Every step you take brings you closer to its influence. And yet, in that influence, there may lie an opportunity. If you can withstand its pressure long enough, even just for 5 minutes, then you may find the clues it leaves behind. Pieces of itself that it cannot hide. But know this, you must not hesitate when you find its trail. Follow it with purpose, but be wary of the distortions it creates. They are not what they seem, and they exist to break you. If you survive, then you will have done something I could not. But if you fail, well, let us hope that no one else is foolish enough to try again. Good luck, traveler. Good luck and goodbye. Whew. Boy, that's a lot to take in. It seems that we are being warned about
Yeah,
the
that was a
dangers
lot.
of investigating the mysteries of Forsaken. The person who was speaking to us did the same, but when they uncovered something, it trapped them. So far, we have no clue what this it is, but as this game is basically Dead by Daylight, I would say it's an entity that is in control of these games. The one that brought us into the Forsaken.
Don't tell me it's a monster from It movie. Oh, if you see a red balloon in the Forsaken somehow, oh, you are in trouble. Yeah, it's probably not that it, but yeah.
Games.
It just came to my head.
We're also being told to try and withstand its pressure for 5 minutes. So I hop back into Forsaken and wait 5 minutes.
Like, you know what movie we're talking about, right? Like, It 1, It 2, like, the clown, right? Like, you know, you probably recognize him, right?
And nothing happens. Great. Now what am I supposed to do? I mean, I do have a bunch of other scripts I could get on with. I'm sure that would make Justin happy. I guess I'll just leave this running and see if anything changes. Well, would you look at that? Guess I needed to be tabbed out to see these messages. That's clever. Right, let's see what they say. You aren't alone here. Leaving is not an option. You can't escape me.
Oh, there was some text like that popping out when I was playing.
That doesn't look like a phrase. It looks
Dude,
like
it's all part of the lore.
ID, just like we saw in Dress to Impress. And if we search that exact phrase in Roblox, we do indeed find an account with that username. A piece for the puzzle.
Julius
Although,
Caesar?
their actual name is Julius Caesar? Though that isn't even the weirdest part.
Julius
His about
Caesar.
section is just nothing but random letters. Random letters if you're not a theorist. This is our good
YouTube
old
video.
friend Base 64.
Oh,
and it
no?
translates to, this video is sponsored by Raccoon Logic. Oh, duh. They've got a new game coming out on May 8th, Revenge of the Savage Planets. If you're
Wait.
tired of getting yourself killed over and over again by
Wait, that's the ad, right? Is that what they actually saying? Or wait.
killers of Roblox,
Yeah, it's an
past,
ad,
why
right?
not take a trip to these
Yeah.
wacky and wonderful
Yeah,
alien
okay,
worlds
okay.
that will also try to kill you.
Yeah, that's the
I really
sponsor.
need to have a
Okay,
word with
okay,
the travel
okay.
agent. But this game more than makes up for its killer planets with its killer humor.
Smother creatures in viscous green goo.
Nice transition, I'm not gonna lie. From talking about lore to this.
It also helps that the creatures like the Brainard and Hognork are so freaking cute.
Never heard before
At least
about
the
this game.
Brainard is.
It's a
The
brand new
Hognork's
game.
fighting habits knock its cuteness down a peg. And just like in Forsaken, you can play with all of your buddies online, or you can go for the old school couch co-op mode, providing you have friends that want to sit next to you to play the game in the first place. Well, that's their loss because they won't get to take advantage of the great deal Raccoon Logic is offering. If you use my link in the description, you can get yourself the Cosmic Hoarder edition of the game, which comes with 3 days early access as well as tons of in-game bonuses. The game is available on PC, Xbox Series S and X, PS4, and PS5. So whatever your platforming preference is, we've got you covered. Once again, check out the link in the description to get the game for yourselves. Thanks again to Raccoon Logic for sponsoring
Savage
this video.
Planet.
Now I should probably figure out what that code really means.
Oh,
It will
yeah.
not be easy to make me into your key, but it will be all right. You can do it. Make him into a key? Well, he is wearing a giant key on his shirt, so that's gotta be what he's referring to. Clicking on the clothing item to get some more information gives us yet another jumble of letters.
Oh,
Sadly, Basics
it's
didn't
so
work for us this
deep.
time. But remember when I said he was called Julius Caesar? Well,
How are
if
they
we want to
doing
make
that?
him the
Finding
key,
all of
it is
this?
likely a Caesar cipher. And boom, by shifting the letters over 12 times, we get this. His name was David. He was far
David?
too young to be sentenced to such a painful eternity, but it did not care. It only wanted more power. This basically confirms that the It is absolutely the entity running this game, similar to the entity from Dead by Daylight, taking people and bringing them into Forsaken to torture them for eternity. But with that piece of the puzzle solved, we should probably
Oh, dude, I got chills, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I got goosebumps for sure. So, there's like hidden entity that is like a god in the Forsaken. Oh, bro, oh my god. Yo, what the heck? So, yeah, there's a god in the game that's secretly putting you in this world. So, you need to survive every time, every single round, because oh my god, yeah, he wants you to do that. Oh my god, for eternity. Yo, bro, for eternity, oh my god.
take a closer look around the page to see if there's anything more. His friend list, for example, looks suspiciously interesting. He has just one friend. Big mood on that one. But that one person is called Not a Piece to the Puzzle, aka Do Not Listen to Me. His About section talks about Julius Caesar, not the character we've talked about, but the real historical figure, and how he used to deceive people. They tell us that relying on Julius Caesar may be fruitful, but we should not trust him, only use him to reach our goals. Maybe this isn't just about the historical figure. Maybe this is a warning that the Julius Caesar
I gotta drink
character in
water.
this ARG isn't trustworthy, and that we should be careful going forward. This account page also has a game of its own called A Piece to the Puzzle.
Remember, boys and girls, water is healthy, so stay hydrated. Drink water while you can.
What is its name? Let me try my name. No. What about Julius? No. David? No. My guess is it is the entity, but we don't have an answer for that, and I'm not entirely sure where to find it. Wait a minute. The title of this game is A Piece to the Puzzle. The account that made it is called Not A Piece to the Puzzle. Does that mean that A Piece to the Puzzle is another account? Let's just have a look. Bingo! Maybe we can find some answers here. There is a long story in this account's bio talking about him falling into depression and what happens when this game's entity drags you into Forsaken. But the main clue is at the bottom where we
Bro,
can find
this is
the
gonna be really
when
interesting
shifted by
and
12,
cool
it
thing
says, "Numbers
to
user
explore
ID
this.
is how you get your key."
Like,
Okay?
it's
Maybe
so
we put the user
interesting.
IDs into the game. Nope, that didn't work either. So this is likely a key to something else that we're gonna need to search for next. Down in this guy's favorite section is a private
They
game
literally
with
found
message.
about the
We can't play
whole
the game because, well,
lore
it's
in
private,
there.
but it does
Whole-
have another
everything is
detailed
secret.
description, and given this is an ARG, that is obviously way more fun. It continues the story from the about section.
I'm
How
pretty
the
sure.
entity put this
Or maybe
person
there's
through,
more.
quote, the games
Who
of
knows?
hell.
Who knows?
They mention a guy in a hockey mask killing them, and that they caught a break in a beachside forest. Clearly, Jason in Forsaken and the beachside forest in the lobby. Whoever this guy is, he's trying to tell us about this world, how they got in, and maybe how they can help us and everyone else trapped here get out. But looky here, at the bottom of the
So you
message,
can
there's some
possibly get out from this world. Oh, that's good. That's a good thing to know. Yeah, because imagine getting stuck in the world when you like gotta escape every single day from a monster chasing you. Yeah, not a good life, right? It's really nice to hear that you can possibly escape.
numbers for a user ID 7749074101, or as they're actually known, Friday_TQIMEFKXQD. And this is where the story of our trapped friend comes to an end. They grew numb to the torment, and so the entity tore this person apart. It was then that they began to study this entity, naming it the Spectre. So we now have our name for the entity, and we also got something else. You
The
may have noticed the
Spectre,
account name.
okay.
It's a little odd, right? I mean, maybe the user just wanted the account name Friday, and Roblox was like, Friday has already been taken. May I suggest Friday_TQIMEFKXQD? But what's more likely is those jumbled up letters are just another cipher. So going back to our trusty Caesar cipher,
More
and
cipher
shifting the
code?
letters by 14, we get the phrase.
Bro, we got Morse code here, we got
was
cipher
Tyler,
code.
the name of the person that was dragged down into Forsaken, tortured, and then ceased to exist was Tyler.
Poor
And based on
Tyler,
what
man.
left at the bottom, Tyler has been here for 200
F for Tyler,
years.
chat.
With all this new information, I have a feeling we can now answer the question.
Yeah, rip to all those who suffer with the Spectre.
And upon answering that, we get some more questions about the Spectre. The next question is, what is it made of? And we don't really have an answer for this, but I do not have the energy to go on another scavenger hunt, so instead, let's turn to the thing I always do in times of need during an ARG. The community that is so smart, they figured it out already. All the links will be in the description. These guys figured out that the answer is the word code, which I guess makes sense. The Spectre is part of a Roblox game, and so is code. Plus, the killers of this game, besides Jason, are all Roblox hackers. And what the hackers work in? Code. The next question is, what does it
I mean,
seek?
yeah,
Which we
hackers,
know
like,
from
they
Caesar's
of course was
account
not
is
real, that was a
Next,
legend
there
and
are lots of
myth.
questions about Tyler. Who was he? What did he call the trials? How long has he been here? Again, all stuff we learnt about during our adventures. His name
Yeah,
was
X1 was a real hacker, Cool Kid was a real hacker, and John Doe was a real hacker. I mean, Cool Kid actually hacked something, I'm pretty sure. Like, he was using some actually commands to hack, so he was kinda actually real, but like, the other ones is just a myth, you know? Yeah.
Tyler. They were games of hell, and he was there for 200 years. But then we get asked some personal questions.
I got a
Like,
video
do we
about
feel
John
safe?
Doe
Do we know
myth,
what
so
we're
yeah,
getting
if you
ourselves
want
into?
to check it
The
out,
final
you can check it
question,
out.
Will we keep searching?
It's up on the
even
channel.
Though it's foolish. Being the theorists that we are, naturally the answer is yes. And that gives us one more code. Although this time, we're actually given a hint as to how we're supposed to solve it. Numbers lead where letters stray. A shifting cipher guides the way. A sibling to Caesar, clear yet sly. What is my name? Give it a try. A sibling to Caesar. So a cipher that works similarly to a Caesar cipher. A Caesar cipher is just a shift in letters, so we need another cipher that shifts letters. A Vigenère cipher is similar in how a keyword can be used to tell the cipher how to shift, but that would require a keyword. It asks us what is his name, so we could put not a piece to the puzzle, but that comes up empty. And then there's numbers lead where letters stray. Does that mean the key isn't a word, but but a number? That would mean it's not a Vigenère cipher, it's a Gronsfeld cipher. Wait, remember that other clue we got? Numbers to user ID is how you get your key? We didn't need the name of Not a Piece to the Puzzle.
ID?
The person who made the quiz, we needed his ID number.
Yeah.
And that would make the key. Gotta say, nice job. Love it when all the pieces come together like that. So we put Not a Piece to the Puzzle's ID number as the key to the Gronsfeld cipher, and we're in. Wash your hands on the second floor. Blue means 1, red means 2, brighter shades increase the value by 2. How incredibly vague and cryptic. Not exactly sure what I was expecting at this point, but still. There's also no obvious place to wash your hands in Forsaken.
I don't know if you read your Bible, but I'm afraid it's damnation without relief.
But there was
So
somewhere
what?
else we visited that does have
What in the
sinks.
world?
Buckshot Frenzy. If you die in one of the games, you wake up in the bathrooms of that floor. So die on level 2, go to wash your hands, and on each sink, the tap will have hot and cold circles on them. The code we have was that blue means 1 and red means 2. Some of them have lighter shades of blue or red, which means we increase the value to 3 or 4, which gives us the final code of 14321232. So what do we do with this? Well, if we backtrack through our journey a bit, we can see that a piece of the puzzle wasn't the only person with a game. Julius Caesar also has a game creatively titled A Piece for the Puzzle's Place. Just like the previous quote-unquote game, we are met with a text box that asks us to enter a code. The code we just got from the Buckshot sinks. Entering that code lets us play 2 files. One is just the victory music from Forsaken, and the other is a message called congratulations.ogg.
Hey, if you're hearing this, then good job. This is kind of where the trail ends for now. Maybe come back in a few months, maybe like February.
So I guess here is where the Forsaken ARG ends. For now, at least. Although it is April,
Yeah, that solves
and there is still
everything.
no update. Knowing my luck, the update will drop right as this video does. However, just because the ARG is done,
Yeah, possibly there could be more lore right now because I think they recorded this before Noli update. Possibly there could be more lore right now. If they're gonna make another video on Forsaken, I definitely gotta check the video out because oh my god, this is actually pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
mean that I am. There's still one thing I have yet to decode. After our quiz, we got that long code that we decoded with the Gronsfeld cipher. But there was a separate code at the end that the Gronsfeld cipher couldn't translate. It does translate though when you put it through a standard Caesar cipher. He was Elliot.
Elliot.
He was Tyler being the code given at the end of Tyler's long story. And with this coming at the end of the quiz, that would imply that Elliot is the one questioning us with this quiz. But Elliot isn't just any old name. It's the name of one of the survivors you can play as. I would
That's
be
the
surprised
character from a pizza place. Work at a pizza place. Who remember this game? Oh, such a good game.
his name twice.
Good
It
classic
just
game.
becomes really confusing, which means the survivor Elliot is somehow involved in this wider story. And I think I know how, because this quiz isn't actually the first time we've spoken to him. At the beginning of this ARG, we had a very long message of how someone became trapped after
Man,
being
this is a lot
foolish
of
getting too close.
for my
They used the
head
word foolish
to
again.
process. Like there's a lot of lore in
But
there.
No one else will look deeper into the entity.
I mean, that was
Do it
kind of
seems
obvious. This game has a lot of lore, but like, yo, you gotta like actually deep down to it to figure all of those things out.
Even though you know how
I'm impressed.
that
Good job,
is.
game
It's
theorists.
the same language. Elliot warned us about going down this path of trying to discover the
W.
entity, and at multiple points is warning
W
us
Forsaken.
about how foolish it is. But he also gave us one other warning. During his massive monologue, he references a Greek myth. I guess that's just part of the new indie horror checklist these days. Specifically, he talks about flying too close to the sun, which is a reference to Icarus doing the same thing with his wax wings. But he also talks about being locked away by the entity in a unique kind of hell for stealing something. That reminded me of another Greek myth, a myth about a god who betrayed Zeus during the war against the
I'm glad they censored some parts because I believe this image originally maybe was not blurred. So yeah, family friendly for everyone. Family friendly, the best. Love it.
Titans, and as a result, they were stripped of their wings and sent to Tartarus, the underworld where the god's enemies were tortured. That god's name was Ark, and they were a messenger god, just like Elliot is delivering messages to us to help guide us against the godlike being of this world, the Spectre, now locked away in a torturous type of hell. However, in that story, there are actually 2 messenger gods, Ark and their sibling, Iris. Iris remains sided with the gods, and actually has a plant named named after them, Siberian Iris, which has a
Yeah, I think they
suspicious name,
censored this too,
brother of
okay.
Caesar, Caesar's
Oh, yeah.
sibling, just like
Wait, I gotta actually look up something. Yeah, let me see. Iris Goddess. Let's see something. Yeah, okay. Yeah. That's what I was thinking. No wonder why they had to censor some things in a video. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, game theorist, for saving me. Yeah, we're keeping content family friendly. I just want to see if she was naked, and yeah, on some pictures she actually is. So of course, obviously, I can't show you this right there.
like we were shown in the ARG. If Elliot is the one who
We're keeping
went
things
against the
family
god of this
friendly.
world, the Spectre, then whoever is playing the role of Iris, they
Awesome.
are still sided with the godlike being Spectre. And we actually have a second messenger in our game, a second person giving us info that claims to be on the side of good, Tyler. We have been trusting Tyler and using his information to get closer to solving this ARG, but I suspect he may not be what he seems. So when the ARG returns,
Wait. Is that a suggestion that Tyler could be... Wait, because... So we got Tyler and we got Elliot. So Elliot could be good and Tyler could be misleading us. Like, he could, like, betray us later or something. He's trying to convince us to do something wrong.
how much you listen to him.
Interesting
Because if I'm
theory.
right, he's gonna keep sending us down this rabbit hole until we, like him, are going to be stuck in a constant cycle of torture. Or the ARG will never update and I'll be stuck in a different cycle of torture, not getting any more lore. And that is arguably much worse. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory! Thanks for watching.
World premiere on Game Theory.
What started as a simple April Fool's update has now become 4 months of nearly daily updates across multiple games.
Like and spike, that's for sure. Like and spike. Let's read some comments. As a Roblox developer, I found out that if you open dev console in a piece for the puzzles place, there would be a string locked in the console. Be careful about which trails you follow, for they may misleading you. Interesting. There's more hidden lore. Somebody also said update dropped, new skin for Elliot, a direct reference to Hermes, another messenger god. Yeah, interesting. So there's more lore. So if they're gonna make another video, I 100% need to check the video out. Fun fact, the Brandon NPC in the lobby is from a ARG on YouTube called Brandon Works. The map called Brandon's World is from some of Brandon's games he made. Interesting. So that's the Forsaken lore. Let me know what you think out of this. I was not thinking it's that deep. Yeah, it's actually deep. So very interesting stuff going on right there. No wonder why a lot of people playing this game. That was really good, well-made video. They explore a lot of things that I didn't know before. Yeah, I enjoyed the video. Good job, boys and girls. Good job. Congrats to them for solving all of this. No wonder why they was able to get all of those informations, because that is what they do for a life and that is what they do for a living. So that's going to be all for today's video. Thank you all for watching it. As always, have a nice day, evening or night, depending when you're watching this video. Take care and bye bye!